Good evening, everybody. Here we are, another Thursday night on the grind. The grind. The grind. The only place that'll tell you the true story on motorcycles and the industry. Excuse me. I should have got something to drink, but it didn't. And my phone going off telling me I'm live like I don't know I'm live. Anyway, let's start out with this tonight. Check this out. StellarCustoms.com. Stellar Customs dealer inquiries, custom carbon fiber windshields. Man, this guy makes some really cool stuff. Man, road glides, street glides, ultra classics. He makes the windshields, carbon fiber windshields for anything. He does colored carbon fiber now. This stuff is awesome. So hit him up at 331-551-2560 and tell him Kevin with the grind sent you. So tonight I'm going to spread out the advertisers out throughout the night instead of doing them all at one time. What's up, Uncle Bruno, Miss Marsha Fitzpatrick? How are you doing tonight? Man, tonight is another night without a someone to interview. What's up, Pat Price? What's up, Alex Toth? What's going on, Mr. William Cole? But I would like to talk about some of this stuff going on for the Daytona Crunch and, put it out there because, man, there are some builders out there I don't hear from. I don't see any works going on. And I haven't seen nothing for a year, for 2 years. And then all of a sudden they start popping out bikes right here before Daytona. And I'm like, well, shit, I didn't even know y'all were building bikes anymore, which is awesome that they are. But throughout the history of this show, we've had people come on. What's up, Mr. Hoover? Good to see you on the show, bro. But we've had all kinds of builders cross these pages, man, and be in the build offs and just participating. And then, once they've been on the show, they kind of just go away and hide. They don't come around anymore. What's up, room playing out and back taping flames in the man room needed a eye relief. Hell yeah, that's Peyton. What's up, Mr. Logan Black? Thank you for the RCAs, Mr. Black. Those things are awesome. What's up, Mr. Lynch? But anyway, my point is that, you see them and they follow the show and then they don't follow the show, and it's because they got busy or something got going on. And the reality is they didn't get busy. They just got tired of watching the show because it's the same show every single week, me talking about something going on in the industry. Well, it got to a point where it was just a lot of drama. And if y'all have noticed, a lot of the drama has gone away. Well, that's because I didn't want the show to completely always be about drama, even though some drama is good. Why, you ask? Well, because drama in this industry, ironically, feeds the industry. I can name off a handful of bikers right now that drama is just part of their daily business. It's just part of what they do. If I told you one name in particular, I could get in trouble for saying their name, and I'm not going to do it. But the reality is that, we're all human beings and we all do things the best we know how. I personally enjoy building bikes. I am personally, what's up, Mr. Ray Silver? Nut lickers and cocksuckers drama. Yes. But anyway, my whole point is that when you get into this industry, you're competing. You're always competing. Every day you're competing to be better than you were the day before. You're competing with the stereo systems. You're trying to compete with the fabrication. What can I build this time that's going to be better? Don't forget to say 7. Lucky 7. We just lost a legend. Rest in peace, Mr. Larry Fredericks. Amen. Thank you, James. I appreciate you posting that, buddy. I appreciate that. We're going to throw that up on the screen real quick. Lucky 6 ain't made 7 yet. Oh, my God. See, I don't even have to start shit. You guys do it for me. But anyway, back to what I was saying is that when you're in this industry, there's always going to be a level of drama that's part of it. And I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. But I try to I try to stray away from the drama. So smooth, you're able to watch. Um, but sometimes it's kind of necessary. It's kind of necessary. Like I could list you a handful of people that in this industry have stolen other people's ideas, ripped them off, splashed their parts, blah 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 blah. It happens. It happens all the time. Get them this weekend smooth. Amen, Mr. Skates. Get them, get them, get them. I can't wait till they finally release pictures of that bike. Shy South is actually on the map. Jesus Christ, you guys better pay attention. Um, but when you start doing this stuff and you start, getting into what you consider being a professional bike builder, professional is this. If you get paid, you're a professional. There you go. That's the definition. You get paid. Now, when you become a master, that's totally different. It takes a long time to master your art, to master what you do and how you do it. Me personally, I like to build across the board, bobbers, choppers, baggers. It doesn't matter. I like to build. Um, my good friend Brian Barber, gives me shit all the time. He's like, why do I keep giving people shit for gas tanks? Because I haven't even made a gas tank yet. And it's very true. He's right. I haven't. But when I see junk, I call junk as junk. I mean, if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry it hurts your feelings. But the reality is that you can either get your feelings hurt or you can say, you know what, maybe he's right. Maybe this one wasn't my best one, but I'm gonna try harder on the second one. I'm gonna use some more skills, some more trial. Do some stuff that is outside of my comfort zone. Uh, One of the best fabricators I know, nobody ever hears anything about his bike building. They just see what he does at the shop he works at. And that's my buddy Rocky Seaman. The dude is a hell of a fabricator. Very smart, very good with his hands, very good with the tools. Very creative. We've spent many hours on the phone talking and discussing things and working out designs and stuff like that. And he's a cool freaking cat. But you've got other people. What's up, Joe Fretwell? Of course, you were doing a bike. You were dynoing a bike. Ooh, horsepower. Um, but anyway, when you see people making efforts, you can knock them all day long and say, "Oh my God, that looks like shit." Yeah, you can, or you can say, "Man, that's your design, your flow isn't correct. Here, let's do it this way. Let me give you a little insight." And a lot of people will take that insight and be happy about it, and other people get their panties in the wad and fucking never watch your show again. Wow, like I care. What's up, Mr. Crispin? How you doing? So at the end of the day, all I really want to do is try to help people get better and do better. And I appreciate the people that give me shit like Brian Barber about the stuff that I do. Everybody wants to get better at the craft that they do. Like I've told you guys, building bikes for us is something that we're just now getting into with Legacy Bike Works. Waiting for the customers to come to want to spend the money to make the custom stuff. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Getting help building my first custom frame from scratch with Brian Barber helping me build that first frame. The cool thing about me is once I do something one time, I know how to do it the second time, and then I can start getting creative with it. I do plan on building a 280 fat tire bobber. That's a bike that I personally want to build just so I can see if I can build it, see how it comes out, and see what the general public thinks about it, and then hopefully sell it. So it's always just wanting to make more stuff, make more cool things, do better jobs. One thing I don't want to get into is freaking paint, because I'll tell you right now, man, I have been messaged twice this week about two brand new female painters that I've never heard of, I've never seen anything they do. But when I saw their work, when these people were brought to my attention, I saw their work and I was like, holy shit, where the hell are these women at? their paint level and paint skill level is just crazy. And I really want to interview them because I think that they need to be out there. And no offense, if I don't know them, who can they possibly be? And that's a joke, by the way. So let's go to our next advertiser real quick. Urban Rides Magazine. Urban Rides Magazine, established in 2019. Now they have Street Bagger Magazine. So urbanridesmagazine.com, Urban Rides Magazine on Facebook, and now you've got Street Bagger. You've got to go check them out. urbanridesmagazine.com. Get you a subscription, get you the paper subscription, or get you the digital prescription. What subscription? Whatever you do, tell them Kevin with the Grind sent you. So when you're interviewing these people and these because I've never heard of them, there's no way these girls just started. Oh my God, their paint jobs are amazing. Anyway, I want to interview them, bring them to the forefront, to this community. Not that it's a massive, huge community, or I've got 1,000 and millions of followers, but I have a lot of followers and a lot of people watch the shows. These things stay on YouTube all the time. While you're sitting here watching the show, if you get bored of hearing me yak, go over to the YouTube channel, The Grind Biker Build Off on YouTube. Click subscribe. Click the little bell to get the notifications and leave a comment. Man, every little bit helps. There are so many videos up there. You could waste, I don't know, you could binge watch for a month and not get caught up on them. But there's a lot of shows that they're stationed and landed on YouTube. YouTube, thegrindbikerbuildoff.com. The Grind Biker Build Off on YouTube. Anyway, so with that being said, everybody's in this great big huge push to get to Daytona. If I'm not mistaken, Daytona starts this weekend. I've seen people already setting up down there, getting their stuff together. I know Daniel Roby's already down there. I cannot wait to hear all of the drama that's going to be coming back once everybody gets back from Daytona, because it's going to happen. Somebody's going to get their panties in a wad. Something's going to happen. Someone's going to be like, oh, well, my bike sounded better. I don't know what the drama is going to be, but there's always some kind of drama at these different motorcycle rallies when it comes to the shows and it comes to the stereo competitions. I wish there weren't, but there always is. March 17th and 18th, the Muse Show, Denton, Texas. Right on, you guys. I'm going to throw it up on the screen. Y'all check it out. We just found out about a bike rally that it's the 6th or 7th annual get together in Silsbee, Texas. Well, Silsbee is literally right next to my in-laws who live in Lumberton. So we're going to go check that one out this year. And it's in April. So I'll let you guys know what we think about that one. I don't know much about it. Never heard of it. I didn't know it was 6 or 7 years. I mean, I've been with my wife for 15 years. But I had no idea that Silsbee bike rally was going on. Knew nothing about it. So let me go check it out and see what happens. What's up, Mr. Orlando? Good to have you in the house. Big cash this year at the Who Wants Smoke. I don't even understand. What do you mean big cash? What's big cash, Mr. Cole? I don't understand that. Big charity show? Please subscribe to the Grind YouTube channel. The link below, youtube.com, The Grind Biker Build Off 9928. That's us. But anyway, these bike shows that happen all over the country, a lot of the bike shows now are starting to have the stereo competition, starting to have more bike shows with them, things of that nature. I'm going to go to the one here in Silsbee in April. I'm going to take the Twisted King down there with me and see if I can't beat up on some people with the stereo system. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Who knows? But at least one thing, they'll know who Legacy Bikeworks is. Delivered a 26 and a 30 full build from last month, along with 4 fat tire fender paint jobs and a soft L paint job. Been busy all winter. Hell yeah. Who's entering your bike show currently? Well, Alex J. Bart, no one's entering it right now. We're taking the rest of this whole year and we're going to be trying to find the sponsors for the money side of it. We are waiting on people to actually submit their resumes, if you will, or their, I don't even know what the hell you call them. What would you call that? There are 2 or 3 paragraphs of why they should be in my show. Waiting for that to happen. So anyway, I'm hoping that we'll get builders, but you know what? everybody waits to see how much money is involved because, that's the way it is. Is Louis Bailey or Scotty Roberts entering? I would have to think, Alex, that if the money got up to 25, 30 grand, I can almost guarantee you that Louis Bailey and Scotty Roberts would both want to enter it. What's up, Mr. Davis? Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you sending them to me too, Robert. What's up, Gus? Uh, but anyway, so we're hoping to get that going, get the right sponsors behind us, get the cash level way the hell up there, and get some of the people. Like I said, it's going to be a free entry. The only thing is that we got to put the people together, make it happen. Anyway, I don't want to go over all that tonight because entry resume to be invited into the bike show. Yes, Brian Barber said it perfectly right there. I'll put that up there. Entry resume to be invited into the bike show. That is exactly right. If you want to be in the bike show, you got to send me an entry resume, why you should be picked to be in that show. And then me and the panel will pick who gets to get in the show. And there will be some strict ass rules. I can tell you that right now. Strict ass rules. Did I miss something? What bike show, Kev? Okay, so last week I was telling everybody it is my intention, because we didn't do a bike show last year in 2022, and we're not doing a bike show in 2023 because I'm not going to Sturgis this year. I had planned on doing one this year, but I found out at Christmas that my son is going to make me a grandfather. Thank you, Mr. Pedro. Appreciate that. So with that happening, the baby is due at the end of July, the beginning of August. So instead of putting all that money out there on a possibility of being able to go, I decided to cancel this year, spend a lot of time on looking for sponsors to make 2024 a really big monetary bike build off. You're still going to have to submit videos because I want you to prove that you built your bike in the time frame that it happened. And the time frame will be January 1st through August 1st, if we end up doing it in Sturgis, which I would like to do it in Sturgis. Won't be in it, buddy. I'm done building bikes, remember? Yeah, I never said you. Who said you were going to be in it? Brian Barber. It's called a begging letter. Tim Skates stole my resume when he came to the shop. Oh, that's right. But anyway, I want to do something where there's about a $30,000 cash prize to one winner, and I'm going to do it kind of like the Riddler. There are no classes in the Riddler. You bring the best motorcycle you can build, and then you hope and pray that the judges find yours to be the best built bike out of the 10 or 15 entrants that you're going to be competing against. It makes all the money. Kevin Sockwell, what's the minimum to be a sponsor? Okay, the minimum to be a sponsor for the bike build off, I haven't put anything together, but I'm going to guesstimate $1,000 is going to be the minimum for that show, for the big $30,000 show. That's what I'm going to guess. But like I said, I don't have everything put together yet. Right now, I'm looking for the big corporate sponsors, that actually have the money to really throw down. I'd like to get 3 or 4 really big sponsors behind it, and then get some advertisers for it also, so that when it all happens, we've got the money to advertise it in Sturgis. We've got the money to advertise it on Facebook, possibly even have enough money to do another documentary with it. I think that one would be the best. But I will say this, I'm going to be very harsh this year on, or 2024, be pretty harsh on the rules, because it's going to be I'm hoping it's going to be the largest cash prize in a bike build off ever done, period. I have heard that there has been $25,000 or so in a bike show before, but I don't know. All you need is 3 big ones and a few small ones. I would agree 100%, Brian. Just got to find them. Just got to get hooked up with the right people. I am going to be contacting some big players in Sturgis to see if we can't get them on board with it. But like I said, I'm not even 100% sure where I'm going to even host the show at. Right now, it is what it is. Let me know what you decide on for levels and sponsorship. You're interested. Um, so, okay, Michelle, I will do that. The rules, yes, there's going to be rules. Also, we'll share and spread the word for you to get others. Oh, I appreciate you, Michelle. Thank you so much. Oh, and by the way, Michelle, congratulations on all of your success and your growth. You're not my child. You're just a 26, 27-year-old girl out there that's a badass fabricator, badass painter. I could not be more proud of you. I'm just saying. Um, I'm really proud of you, Michelle. You've done a kick-ass job over the last 2 years. Anyway, so back to the bike building, the shows, the Daytonas, the Myrtle Beaches, the Laughlins. I mean, everything. What's up, Miss Michelle Rowe? Uh, I've been tagged. Yes, you have. Um, I need your address. I texted you to send me your address so I can send it to you. So I'm going to send that helmet. I just need your address. Text me your address and I'll send it to you. I'll actually send it to you. It'll be in the mail on its way to you Tuesday. And I appreciate you. And I'll actually have cash inside there for you, unless your prices have changed. Let me know if your prices changed. I'll put the cash in there. No big deal. But like I was saying with some of these bike shows, and I'm not trying to pick any one person out or pick on anyone, but I've always been the person that if you're going to enter a bike show, so if you enter a bike show and it's got 15 classes and your bike in your class, there's only 2 bikes. Are you really competing? What are you competing against? I don't think that's fair. I think that's a participation trophy. Number 1, no crybabies or blank blanks that have to drink a certain whiskey. So, and I say that because if I'm going to have a bike, I'm going to build a bike and I'm actually going to use it to compete. I want to compete against people. I want to compete against other builders. I want to go against the best, even if it's just for the attention that you're going to get to your craft, to your bike, to your build. I remember I went to a show in Galveston, Texas, and it wasn't a bike show. It wasn't a motorcycle rally. It was just a great big truck and bike show. And there were 3 bikes there. Three motorcycles. And my bagger got first place. And I was like, okay, well, cool. All right. And the guy's like, oh man, you're not happy? And I was like, no, not really, man. I'm not happy because you've got 3 bikes here. I'm not competing against anybody. There's no other baggers here. You've got a metric bobber sitting next to me, and then you've got a pretty much stock Softail. I said this my bike is so custom, but there's only 3 of us. I'd rather get no award than a participation award. Amen. Amen, Michelle. I agree with that. But my whole point is that when I see some of the shows going on across the country now, and I see how many classes there are. And I love Daniel Roby. Randy Akers is a great guy. James Lynch is a great guy. I dig and appreciate all their shows. But when I see the shows have 23 classes, dude, I couldn't list 23 different types of bikes. I couldn't personally do that. If somebody out there has got the time right now while you're watching the show, if you can list me 23 different classes, write it down on a piece of paper, post it in the comments. I want to see if somebody else can come up with 23 classes without being a bike promoter, without being having a bike show. I just want to see if the random people can actually list 23 different bike classes. What's up, Mr. Baird? I haven't heard or seen from you in a while. So what are they like? Fight Club rules so nobody can talk of them. This is the first rule of Fight Club, is not to talk about Fight Club. Whatever that club might be, I know nothing about it. No, so that's one thing about me when I did do the biker build offs and I did the shows myself. Everything is transparent. I want everybody to know everything up front before they start building their bike, because that way you don't have a leg to stand on when you start to bitch because your bike didn't win. Case in point, when I did the show in 2021, it was $25,000. That's a pretty large cash prize, man. Really large, and for it to be my first major show, dude, what more success could you want? But there were people in that show that even with $25,000 at stake, they were still complaining. And I was like, man, why would you complain? Jesus Christ. And you had to pay $2,500 to get into that one. The one I'm wanting to do now, you don't pay anything to get into it. Now, like I told you guys last week, I might change that and make it like a $500 entry fee. That way I can make a little bit of money to put the damn thing on. Kevin Baird needs to send in a entry. I could not agree with you more, Mr. Brian Barber. Or it does win and you still bitch. Yes, that's a very true statement. Apparently you were there when that happened. But anyway, my whole point is the majority of the people that entered in 2021 were great. They were great to deal with. They were great to work with. They sent in their video footage. And for the ones that didn't send in their video footage, I'm sorry. You could have been in a documentary. Things like that happened. You didn't do what you needed to do. Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't have it. Sorry, can't stay. My phone is blowing up. Have a good night, y'all. You too, Michelle. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You got painters that only prime and win best paint awards. Yeah, no use sponsor money for entry fee. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Using the sponsor money for the entry fee. I was talking about maybe have the entrance pay me so I can put the goddamn thing on. But again, I'm hoping that nobody has to pay any money to get into this show. I want it to be so prestigious that people are begging to get into it. It is what it is. I mean, that's why I said I want to pick a group of people, a panel of people, so it's not just me picking who gets into the show. And I goddamn sure ain't judging it. That's for sure. I'll do it just for the I know Kevin Sockwell t-shirt. Scott Hoover, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. But I can't be a part of it, because if I'm a part of it, then it's rigged. Everybody says it's rigged if I'm a part of it. So I can't even be a part of it. It's my show. I'm promoting it. I am the promoter of the show, but I will have judges. I'll have other people doing the work to decide who's going to get all that freaking money, because it ain't going to be me. Let me judge. Only primer bikes win. Well, what about the rattle can jockeys like me? What about that? Can one of the rules be no Midwest parts catalogs bikes? I could make that a rule. I could probably do that. So sorry, dudes. I'm exhausted. Wouldn't it be funny if we only had one parts sponsor that everybody was allowed to use? Like, you can only get parts from Drag Specialties. That's it. I love that idea. Everybody wants to come because not only it's the thing to do, it's the place to show off everything that you've created. The prestigious presentation to the idea is absolutely excellent. Yeah, absolutely. Stop Rattle Can Mafia. My God. Okay, so no Rattle Can Mafia. There's too many kick-ass painters out here that I know personally that I doubt I would ever have to use. I would never have to go to the extreme to use a rattle can. I no matter what, I think I could find somebody to paint my stuff. My pinstriper used a Cryol rattle can. Yeah, okay. American Kelly Locklear. Thank you, Kelly. I appreciate that, man. But that's all, folks. Anyway, my point is that I want to build a bike show that you feel special, A, that you're even in it, but B, you know that you're competing against people that took it serious, that took the whole thing serious. They didn't just say, oh, well, it's just money, no big deal. They took this shit serious, just like the guys in the Riddler. You know, those guys spend millions on their cars, millions on their cars, just so they can say they got a Riddler. That's no shit. I did too, with 10 minutes left on the clock. They call me the Krylon Kid. I would have to get Smooth to order my parts. Yeah, I know what you mean, Tim. I know exactly what you mean. Oh, so, I'm sorry. And the Riddler cars still have runs in the clear. No way, Michelle. You've seen a Riddler winner that had runs in the paint? Holy moly. Beats and Baggers Custom Cycles. Not sure if you guys heard Larry Frederick passed away. Yes, we did. And our condolences to his family. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, in Detroit. What? Not in Detroit. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy to me because I've seen so many Riddler cars that it's amazing, because I know here in Houston, it's one of the bigger places, and some of the cars that enter the Riddler, I don't get it. I started my build 4 years ago, but when you asked, I started after the start date. I have the curse. Let me judge. Oh yeah, and that, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, Miss Michelle, that might happen with a tricep curling bar for a grill. Y'all are killing me. And I say that, Brian, because I know exactly what you're talking about. So that's fucking funny as shit to me. But anyway, y'all get me preoccupied. It's a night of, I should have made the show the night of comments. That's what I should have done. That way I could read the comments, talk about the comments, and do the comments all night long. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the bikes. So I'm starting to see a trend. And I'm really seeing a trend. And I'm going to tell you, before I even tell you what I'm talking about, every one of these companies I'm talking about that are on this new trend, I'm happy for them. I couldn't be more proud of them. They did the grunt work. They took the time. They built the bikes, and they did the research and came out with parts that sell. Curly has a full line of parts now that man is selling. Tim Nagy, full line of stuff he's doing now, doing great. Eric Contreras, full line of parts they're doing. I've said this from the beginning of this show. You can't rely on being a professional bike builder and paying your bills. It's just, you can't. You're never going to get rich. Is Daniel Paris's seat done? No, Brian, it's not done yet, but thanks for asking. I'll send you a t-shirt for participating in the show, you dick. Got it cut short tonight. God bless. Stay safe. Appreciate you, John Lentz, man. Go handle your business, buddy. But my point is that when you see builders go above and beyond from building bikes, winning the awards, making all the money building bikes, they reinvest that money into manufacturing tools, manufacturing equipment, so they can manufacture parts and keep going. That's what you do. That's how you do it. That's how you stay relevant. That's how you keep the lights on. You pay the bills. You get the ability to keep going in the industry. It's also really cool because I think I've said this before. Most us, and I include myself as a bike builder, most of us are just very insecure men. That's all we are, men and women. We build for attention. We build because we want someone to tell us we're kick ass at it, and we get everybody's approval. Oh my God, that's so badass. And if you say you don't do it for that, you're high. You're lying. You're lying to yourself, and you're lying to everybody else. I like it when I build somebody and people freak out. They're like, oh my God, that's so badass. It makes me feel valid. It makes me feel like I've done something cool. There are a couple of people in my life that no matter what I build, they're always going to tell me, "Oh, that's junk." And I know they say it with a smirk and a smile, but they're the people that give me shit. But they're also the same people that keep me honest. That'll keep me like, no, seriously, on a serious note, you kind of need to do that again. It needs to be done better. And those kind of people you need in your life. So I'm going to tell everybody a story real quick. I need to pick your brain when you have a second. Well, Joe Fretwell, it's going to be real hard to pick his brain because he only has a little bit of it left. All them paint fumes and huffing and shit. So I need to tell you guys a story. So as all of you guys know, I have a 10-year-old, Cade. I also have a 30-year-old, it's Devin. So Cade and I were driving in the truck the other day. I picked him up from school, and we're driving down the road. And he goes, "Dad, do you know how to tell if somebody's your friend and somebody's not really your friend?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think I know how to tell that." And I said, "But won't you tell me what you think?" He said, "Anytime, just hit me up on message." Okay. He did only ask for a second. That's right. So anyway, so Cade says, "Do you know how to tell the difference between a real friend and just somebody that's not really your friend?" I was like, "All right, well, tell me your version." So Cade said, "Okay, here's what you do, Dad. What you do is you walk up to the person that you think is your friend and you punch him in the face." And I was like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, if you punch them in the face and they run away crying, they were never your friend." He goes, "But if they're really your friend, they're going to turn around and they're going to punch you back." I said, "Oh my God." I said, "Well, can I ask you a question, Cade?" And he goes, "Yeah, Dad, what's up?" I said, "What kind of friend are you if you walk up to your friends and you punch your friends in the face?" He's like, "Well, that makes me a good friend." And I was like, "Oh my God, where did you learn this at? Where did you learn these things from?" You know, and where would he, where would you learn that to do that? That's funny as shit to me. But then I started thinking about it, and I posted a meme or a inspirational quote about a year ago that said, your real friends will talk shit to your face and they'll praise you behind your back." So I'm gonna have to think that that's kind of what he means. uh, but I'm going to tell you what, you fuckers hit me in the face, man. This is the moneymaker right here. You can't hit this. Hit me, yeah, hit me in this shoulder because this shoulder, man, it's hurting bad for some reason. I don't even know why. Uh, I mean, I understand the logic, Scott. He said, "I understand the logic there." Well, okay. Well, I mean, I have to think. Uh, shit. I mean, okay, I get it. Okay, let's all punch each other when we see each other. How much you want to bet? How much you guys want to bet? I'm going to get hit over this. Somehow, some way, someone's going to punch me. And they're going to be like, "But hold on, you didn't hit me back, so I'm not your friend." And then I'm going to have to hit someone else. Oh my God. I don't think I should have told you guys that story, man. But anyway, it's funny because little kids, they do some stupid shit. He goes, "I'm blasting you right in sucker Saturday evening." Oh my God. Shut up, Brian. You can't do that, Shits McGee. Anyway, okay. So hold on. So let me try to get back to what I was saying. So anyway, my whole point is that the fact that I'm 53 years old and I have a 10-year-old, man, this kid is bringing some stuff to light that makes me laugh. You better hope they don't like you a lot. Kevin Bear said, "You're going to slide on the K juice." It's K Lube. If you're going to put me down, Kevin, it's K Lube. Says, "I'm coming to Texas just to punch you." Oh my God. But think about the thought process that's going through this kid's head. He's thinking, well, if I punch him in the face, then that means I really like them. And if they punch me back, that means they really like me too. Oh my God. Oh my God, he makes me laugh. But I'll tell you what, back when I was a kid, I mean, you could get into a fist fight with somebody and you never, ever. That's so funny. You know how to spell that, Brian. Uh, it's so funny, but back in the day, man, you could get into a fist fight. I don't know about you guys, but when I was in high school, we had a church across the street. So the big thing is, hey, you're going to meet them behind the church. That's what we did. We met behind the church, fist fought, and it was over with. And it's very rare that people were still mad at each other, didn't like each other after the fight. Somebody always got their ass whooped. There was no tie fights. I don't ever remember seeing that. Somebody always got their ass whooped. But it just seems like the next day at school or whatever, it's like, okay, the issue's been resolved. I kicked your ass. We're done. We're good to go. Then those people end up being friends. You can't do that shit nowadays. Nowadays, you got, well, at my age, not only do I worry about throwing a hip out, but you got to worry about some dumbass popping off a gun or something sitting. You're like, look, dude, it's not a fight to the death. It's a fight till you stop bleeding or you pass out or I pass out. That's the end of it. It's not to death. This is not Sparta. Shut up. But anyway, I'm rambling now because I'm fucking tired, and I know you guys are tired. And for the in crowd that knows what's going on in my life, man, you understand why I'm so freaking tired. We've been working our asses off. Devin has been working on bikes nonstop, which is a blessing. I mean, it's a total blessing for, being in business for 4.5, almost 5 months. He's continually busy. I'm busy as shit doing seats. And as you guys know, I told you guys, November, December, and most of January, I didn't even have seats to do. I was taking it off. It's the first time since 2004 that I didn't have seats to do. I enjoyed the time off, but then all of a sudden in February, it's like someone opened the floodgates and said, okay, it's time to start working again. And I've got like 15 freaking seats to do right now. And yes, Daniel Parrish's seat will be done. You just go enjoy your break. And then have some fun, man. Have some fun. I don't know what you're talking about. We just went to Bible study like Scott, sir, I can't even barely read that with a straight face. I have seen your Facebook page, sir. That's not true. Marquise of Queensbury, I believe, is just turns you are looking for when it comes to a personal disagreement. I don't even know what that means. He said, laugh my ass off. 4 4s, I'm tipping. Wood grain, I'm gripping. Okay, so I didn't say it right. Okay, let me see if I can say it right. It's not 4 4s, I'm tipping. Wood grain. I mean, it's fofos, and it's not it's v. It's vovos, I'm tipping. Wood grain, I'm gripping. Tell me I'm wrong. I know I'm right. But anyway, the whole thing is, let me recap because I'm probably going to cut this a little bit short tonight, just a little bit. Just remember, peeps, K-Lube, glow sticks, and a big old bag of decks will always be a conversation starter when you're around Kevin. I don't understand how it will be, but it will be. What's up, Mr. Bolden? Thanks for watching, brother. It's good to see you. Mr. Derek Bolden said hello to everybody. Everybody say hello to Derek Bolden. What's up, buddy? But anyway, my whole point is that when you go to these shows, oh my God, you're getting me off topic. I can't keep reading these. I can't keep reading them. I can't. Well, that's the white boy version. He said that's the white boy version. Oh my God. Okay, I gotta get back on track. Anyway, so back on track. We're looking for the big sponsors for the 2024 National Biker Build Off. If you want to be in that, it's where we are aiming to get is close to $30,000 cash prize for a one winner. You build a bike that you want to build. There's no classes. It's run what you brung. You do have to send in videotape footage of you building the bike. But before you even get to that point, you got to send in a resume or something stating why you think you deserve to be in it, because it's going to be invitation only. It will be invitation only. So if you want to participate, all you got to do is message me. I'll tell you what we got. You're going to have to write it on a piece of paper, type it out or something, mail it to us, because I'm not going to choose by myself who gets in. We're going to have a group of people that are going to be choosing who gets into the show. Alex J. Bart, man, we can stick with these guys. Yeah. Man, goddamn, Alex J. Bart commented a long time ago, Lou, you just now getting in on it? Working on a good one. Yes. Where and when? I'm really trying to get it. I'm trying to have it done in 2024 in Sturgis. I'm re-entering my Carmen bike for redemption. You still have all the video footage of it? Anyway, so we're looking for sponsors, big money sponsors, so that there's no entry fee, but you will have to send in a resume so that we can pick, and it's not me picking, it's a group of people that are going to pick the top 10 or 15 people that will be allowed in the show. You start your bike January 1st and build that thing. And you have to have proof. That's why I said you have to video it, because I don't want any questions about, well, that guy already built that bike one time. I don't care what you start with, but you must video building that bike. So if you start with a bike that's already built, you have to tear it down to a bare blank frame January 1st. And there's got to be video footage, time-stamped proof. That's what you got to do. Anyway, I can sit here and ramble about that all night long. Anything goes. Sidecars, trikes, bobbers, choppers, softails, big wheel baggers, fat tire baggers, old school panheads. I mean, board track racers. I don't care what the fuck you build. It's going to be an open run what you brung. That's just what it's going to be. And it's going to be winner take all. That is one winner. And yes, that one winner will be responsible for the taxes. So what you will have to do is you will have to fill out the 1099 or whatever the form is from the IRS. You will have to fill that out before you enter the show. If you do not submit it and you do not finish it, it will be a disqualification point. It's called the paperwork. If you can't follow fucking directions, you don't deserve to win. Oh, board track racer. How did I know you'd probably say something about that, Brett? But anyway, so you guys go have a kick-ass night. Try your damn hardest to be nice to each other. Leave a comment on Facebook on somebody's page you don't care a whole lot about. Just tell them, hey, hope you're having a good day. I want to see some of you people start being nicer to the people you don't like. Anyway, you guys go have a kick-ass evening. We will see you guys next Thursday night right here on The Grind. Thanks. Push the share button. It won't hurt you. Have a good night.